When Sun Tzu speaks of gathering your vehicles, he isn't just counting wheels and horses. He is describing the DNA of a military division. In ancient China, the army was a masterpiece of rigorous organization, where every vehicle was the center of a specialized ecosystem. To understand this lesson, we must look at the math of the march. For every attack chariot or armored wagon, there was a dedicated support structure. It wasn't just soldiers, it was a mobile village designed to sustain the method and discipline of the state. According to the original Art of War, a single vehicle was supported by a team of 100 people. This breakdown is the masterclass in logistics. For command, 3 officers to lead. For the power, 72 soldiers for the heavy work of combat. For support, 5 grooms for the horses and 5 attendants. For survival, 10 cooks to maintain the energy of the troops. For the infrastructure, 5 laborers and crucially, the mechanics to keep the wheels turning. We see this lesson perfectly mirrored in the modern steel rain of the Ukraine conflict. A tank is not just a tank, it is a tip of a massive logistical spear. Take the multi-tiered fleet. Just as Sun Tzu used lightweight attack chariots and heavy armored wagons, modern forces rely on a mix of light, highly mobile Humvees and Bradley fighting vehicles, and heavy Abrams, Leopard, and T-90 battle tanks. Take the mechanics' war. In Ukraine, the master of fate is often the mechanic. We see maintenance hubs set up in neighboring countries like Poland and Lithuania. Without the 5 laborers and specialized engineers to repair damaged Western armor or aging Soviet tanks, the vehicle detachment becomes a graveyard of expensive scrap metal. Take the logistical tail. For every Leopard tank on the front line, there is a tail of fuel trucks, recovery vehicles, and ammunition carriers. If the 10 cooks and the 5 attendants, modernized as logistics and medical corps, are missing, the tank stops moving within 48 hours. An army must have many types of vehicles to serve its many needs, from the attack of a breakthrough to the supply of long-distance march. If you focus only on the attack chariots and forget the armored wagons for the food and gear, your campaign will collapse under its own weight. Here is your war tip. An army must have a well-established detachment of vehicles with support troops to cover multiple tasks. Never send a machine out into the field without the human ecosystem required to keep it alive. In the modern theater, victory goes to the side that protects its mechanics as fiercely as its generals. Because a stalled vehicle is not a weapon, it's a target. We have just deconstructed the lesson on the art of gathering your vehicles. To the untrained eye, an army is a collection of tanks and soldiers. But to Sun Tzu, and to the modern strategic commander, an army is a complex biological machine where the combat tooth is only as sharp as the logistical tail is strong. As we have seen, the ancient ratio was clear. For every 3 officers in a chariot, there are nearly 30 support personnel, cooks, grooms, and laborers, dedicated to keeping the vehicle in the fight. Without them, the chariot is merely a pile of wood and bronze. In the Russia-Ukraine war, this ancient lesson has become a daily reality. We see that gathering your vehicles is only the first step. Keeping them moving is the true battle. Take the variety of the fleet. Just as Sun Tzu demanded both light attack chariots and heavy armored wagons, the Ukrainian theater requires a mixed fleet, from the highly mobile HIMARS to the heavy Abrams and Leopard tanks. Each serves a specific need, from swift strikes to ironclad defense. Take the mechanic's valor. We see the 5 laborers of Sun Tzu's time modernized into the engineers and technicians working in repair hubs across Europe. When a Western tank is damaged, its survival depends on the well-established detachment of support troops who can navigate the complex electronics of the 21st century. The war tip remains the ultimate truth of the mechanized age. An army must have a well-established detachment of vehicles with support troops to cover multiple tasks. In the muddy fields of the Donbass, the master of fate is the commander who understands that a tank without a fuel tank is a stationary target, and a drone without a technician is a toy. As you move forward, remember, do not just count your chariots, count your cooks and your mechanics. For in the long struggle of attrition, the side that maintains its machines is the side that eventually breaks the enemy's line.